Hello Farmtrepreneurs, welcome once again to the channel. Today I'm going to give you an update for the easy hydroponic setup that I have with a Carolina Reaper pepper and the Kratky setup I have for lettuce. And then I'm going to show you a taste test of this lettuce. These are part of my setup back here. Today I'm going to give you kind of a quick update on my two hydroponic setup. The easy hydroponics with the Carolina Reaper pepper and the Kratky Hydroponics with the lettuce. Let's start with the easy hydroponics method that I have here. Is the Kratky method. Just a little bit of spider webs there. What have I done to this plant? Nothing. I haven't done anything to this plant. It has been sitting here. I haven't added anything. It has just been growing by itself, no maintenance. And as you can see, it has grown pretty well. Show you a little bit closer here. A couple of these outer leaves are burnt, but that doesn't mean they're bad. It's just that the sun here and the heat here is just ridiculous. It already lost a couple of the one here. These two small ones are going to go as soon as it hits a little bit like this tall. As soon as it's that tall, I'm going to be nipping the center so that she starts growing more branches, and that is going to help me get peppers and get a bigger and healthier plant. That's just going to be just regular pruning, just regular pepper pruning. Now let me open it and see and show you how it's going. Down here, I did earlier today, I couldn't see any roots on the bottom, so because it is underwater, the roots are doing pretty fine because they're getting enough of the water with nutrients in it. I'll put it to the side for a little bit and show you how it looks inside of the tank, inside of this bucket. There are no mosquitoes in it, which is super important. There was a mosquito here in the corner. I killed it, so I have to continue watching this. I don't want any mosquitoes coming from it. I think there's another dead animal on the bottom. It's like a cricket or something. I don't know if you can see it. What is there? Everything here looks good, other than that other than that mosquito that I saw inside. So I'm going to close it back in. It's growing quickly and fast. If I compare this to one of the other ones, to the best one in the same tray, they are still in the same tray because I haven't been able to transplant them. If I compare, this is like a whole stage above the other plants, and that is really good. That means this plant is going to be producing a lot of hot peppers. That's going to happen soon. Now let's go to the second method, and this, well, it's the same method but the second tank. There's a lot of these that I'm going to be just cutting down this next couple days because they are ready to be harvested and eaten. This variety did not grow as much as I wanted to, and this variety, which is the oak leaf, is starting to bolt, so it's going to turn very bitter if I leave it there, so I have to start eating it. I have already cut a couple leaves from one side. Let's see if I can pull it so you can see. Yeah, from this side I have already cut a bunch of it. Each side has already bolted, like I told you. Should have harvested when I started cutting, and I'm going to be cutting this thing whole, just making some salads. I'm trying to diet and lose some weight, so I'm going to use that. These are looking pretty. It's a beautiful lettuce. It's just not a lot of volume, and if I'm going to be selling these at a prime, they have to have like a lot of volume, which is important. Now out of here I can get a decent amount for like a home use, but it's not a great amount if you're trying to just make money off of them. Now I'm gonna come down here and show you the tank. I already saw that it had a little bit of the mosquito larvae in it, and it was That was days ago. I think it was 4 or 5 days ago. So it might be filled with them. And if that's the case, I definitely have to empty this as soon as possible. So let me pull the cord in here and show you what's inside of my Kratky tank. And yes, there are some of that larva in it. I don't know if you can see it. The roots, as you can see, the root systems here are growing beautiful. So I'll pull this out. So you can see the roots are growing beautiful. They're awesome. They're pretty big. But there's a lot of larvae here, so I might have to empty this as soon as I'm done with the video. And that's the main problem I'm having with this type of tank. I guess I get mosquitoes in them, and then I have to just like dump them or just get rid of them. I still have not figured out a way to do this without getting the larva or the mosquito in it. So that's something that I have to continue working on, and it's going to be worked on in one of the next videos. So as soon as that is set up and fixed, I will definitely have some great things to go by, and a good system here that grows. It grows a lot, and it definitely is decent. This is, look at this. This is a romaine lettuce, and it grew horribly too. I do not like it at all. So this variety is never coming back into the system. It's definitely not good. It might be. Okay, I'm gonna take a leaf. I'm gonna taste it. So maybe you know what's going on, but I don't know. I don't think there's another one here. Because of the way it grew, it's not good for this method. I'm gonna cut another leaf of the oak leaf. I'm gonna give them a quick wash, and I'll show you. I'll tell you how I think about their taste. Here you go. So let's start with the taste test. I'm gonna start with one piece of this purple lettuce, and I'll tell you in a bit how it goes. It's a little bitter, not a lot bitter, just a touch bitter. It has a strong leaf, well, not strong, but it's a little bit stronger than usual for a lettuce in terms of that leaf taste that lettuce has. Now, let me go with this one now. This is oak leaf. Now the oak leaf, oh, it's bitter. The oak leaf has that bitter punch that kind of hits you at first. So far, the bitterness is a little bit stronger. It's probably going to be stronger than this one too. And while it is good and it feels good under your palate and everything, it's a little bit too bitter. So, like I told you before, that lettuce has bolted. Because it has bolted, and when they bolt, they get way more bitter in taste. Now, let's go with the romaine. Let's see how the romaine tastes. Romaine is the cleanest tasting, but that plant bolted too. It's very hot here. I think it's 88 degrees today. And because it has bolted, it's a little bit more bitter than usual. So in terms of like clean lettuce taste, I will go with the romaine. But in terms of just pure taste, this is definitely the winner. The cleanest tasting, and there's barely any bitterness on it. So you have it. You can grow a salad in your back patio, in your garden, and then you can have it afterwards for dinner. Thank you for watching. I have to say a special thanks to the 20 subscribers we've gotten in this short period of time. I'm very happy to have you all. I'm very happy to have more of the people that are watching to subscribe to the channel. So please, if you're watching this video, subscribe to the channel. We'll continue making more content, and I hope you enjoy everything we do. Thank you very much.